So this brings us to the last mistake, the scenario of the weekend warrior. And I think we all know some people, some athletes with very busy schedules, with work commitments and family, and they sometimes want to compete in those longer endurance events. And then we experience the challenge to get the work done in training. So can we operate to manage this? This is maybe more a topic of time management than sport science, but it's important to be mindful for some issues when we try to, or if we push all the training volume or the training intensity into the weekends and not use the weekdays to do some training. That might be a very dangerous strategy. And the reason why I'm telling this is based partly based on this research I was showing here. It's a paper from Tim Gabbett, who did a lot of research on the AC ratio. And what does that mean? The AC ratio is the ratio based on the acute and chronic training load. So remember, one of my first slides described the training load as a product of training volume, and training intensity. And if you calculate this training load as an average for a week, for your 7 training days, and you calculate an average, then that can be used as a metric for the acute training load. And if you do that for a month, then it's a metric for the chronic training load. And when you make a ratio of it, then there's some insightful information in this easy calculating metric, and that's been shown in this research. The main idea here is, and that's something that is observed in athletes that are injured and injured again after rehab programs, and how does that come? They found that athletes with AC ratios below 1 or above 1.5, generally speaking, that they increase their injury risks. So this means if you spike your training load, so like the weekend warrior doing a lot of work on the weekend days and not so much on weekdays, then you have a big spike in training load. That's very dangerous to get injured and to get some problems here. So the recommendation is not to flatten out all the training load, but a bit more equally distributed training loads during all days of the week. So some easy fixes here, I think, to solve this issue of the time-crushed athletes is to look for opportunities to get some work done on weekdays. And that might be maybe a short run in the morning before breakfast. Just get up a bit earlier in the morning, take your shoes and go for a short run. That makes already a difference. Lunch training sessions might also be an opportunity, and you can include some intensity work in these that can help to distribute the training load over the different days of the week. Longer sessions in the weekends, and I would recommend to do so in the non-impact sports, and that's mainly because of the injury risks of doing longer runs if you're not used to it. That can increase the injury risk because it's more impactful for your neuromuscular system. And last one is maybe more for the life support coach than really for the sport scientist here. But again, it can add up and can help to make athletes a bit more resilient and to give them some ideas to be more active during the day. Even it's not real training, it can help to prevent some overuse issues here. How that can look in a training program is shown in this slide. You see the training week with the short morning runs here on the Monday and the Thursday in this case. This athlete has a Tuesday swim over lunchtime. On Wednesday, a VO2 max session. It can be on a turbo trainer, for instance, a bike session. And the longer sessions on weekend days, maybe 2 sessions a day for the Saturday and Sunday, and the long ride on Sunday in this case. So that's some easy fixes to make sure that the athlete is not pushing all the work on the weekend days and increase the risk for overtraining and overuse injuries.